Welcome back. Today we're having a first look at Roma. At first glance, this is an unremarkable but peaceful city builder that promises the ability to build a glorious version of a Roman city. It feels a bit more simple than something like Anno 117, and if you don't mind, or if you prefer the art style, it looks like you can build just as expansive a Roman city here. This demo already has a lot of interesting buildings, hello aqueducts, with the full game promising an even bigger variety of impressive Roman buildings and engineering projects, including terrain modification, to undertake. So how does it play? Well, there's much more of a focus on the Roman pantheon. Appeasing them is your main goal. Or maybe caring about your citizens is the main goal. The gods or your people, well, hopefully you can satisfy both. Citizens enjoy having access to a variety of goods and resources, while the gods occasionally require tribute in order to win their favor. Most of the blessings from the gods are things that you will be, or should be, building towards anyway, and gaining their favor is how you unlock more buildings in the technology tree. Sometimes the gods seem to get angry, but I'm not sure what this does or if it does do anything at the moment. I would be fine if it stayed that way. It would seem a bit mean that if you can't make quota or build something immediately, the gods will kick you when you're down. It might be realistic for gods, but it probably won't feel great. I suppose if Jupiter threw down a thunderbolt and set something on fire, it would be pretty thematic. As well as the gods, who provide bonuses depending on their nature, this game is fully focused on the building and designing of your city. There's not much combat in this game, which is a bit of a difference compared to many games about the Romans, which focus on their famous legions. Don't get me wrong, there is some combat here. I was attacked by a couple of pirates, but having built absolutely no defenses until the pirates were spotted, I still fought them off easily, and combat seemed more like a minor distraction from city building than anything else. The aqueducts, dams, and water manipulation and distribution tools do take a moment to get used to. You want to string together water towers and take into account the slope of the land. But they can be used, even in this demo, to create a high level of customization and personality for your town. And that's where this game shines. There are remarkably few constraints to your design. There are benefits to having things closer together, of course, but your workers can travel around easily, especially when you finish your stone roads, allowing you to prioritize how you want to build and how you want things to look. It's not perfect. Getting citizens to work on what you want is a bit fiddly. The best way seems to be to fill all your roles with workers, but if you don't have enough workers, prioritizing which industries that you want is a bit hard. For example, there's no easy way I found to reduce all jobs to 90% capacity. If you only have 90% of the workforce needed, you have to manually lower and raise the numbers in a role, and roles cascade down a priority list. It can be a bit slow-paced at times too. If you are content with sitting back and watching life unfold, that's fine, but my recommendation is probably to play on a fast speed. Play this if you're after a relaxing game, where there is plenty of room to make mistakes and try things out. I find myself positively comparing this to Cities Skylines, which is a great compliment. It's certainly simpler, but I feel the same sense of freedom that allows you to choose your own goals and build towards any goal, whether you want to prioritize efficiency, looks, design, or even a self-contained walled city. Though again, having that or being a tactical genius is not needed to fight off raiders here. Perhaps there'll be a game mode where you can increase that aspect of the game, we'll see. Overall, there's a lot to like here. There's a planned early access release near the end of January, and the demo is out now, so we'll get a much deeper look at the tech and buildings soon. I hope you enjoyed this look at Nova Roma, and I'll see you later.